Hi, and welcome back to my channel. So, y'all know what time it is, right? It's story time. So, I am Miss LaCasa, Miss Amazing, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for gracing your presence with a like, comment, and subscribe. So, let me tell you. So, today's story is going to be about a 30-day love affair. Yeah. So, we all want love. Like, we crave it, we give it, and we receive it. So, let me tell you, I met this guy, and in my mind, he was everything. Um, he believed in God. We prayed together. We had long talks. I'm talking about talks on top of talks on top of talks. In between my work and his work, we made the time. He believed in God. He believed in Jesus and all of that, and I believed in all of that too. So, but the hook to this is um, he was coming out of a relationship, and by him coming out of said relationship, I could tell either I was getting ready to be a rebound or you know how something is be like too good to be true? Yeah, that's what this was. So anyway, he started to like, comment, and subscribe on all my social media. And it's funny how things happen because um when the love affair was over, right? He unliked, he unsubscribed, and it's like, really? But just because we're adults don't mean that we're a lot of people are just adult babies. And that's okay. I still like them. I think I even love that guy. I love so many men. But anyway, this relationship, this particular one that I'm talking about, it was long distance. He did not live in my state. Um, and he was an older guy. Yeah. Um, Even when I think about him now, I thought that he was just like the bee's knees. Our conversation banged, and you know, I thought that he was genuine. But when a person, when you think that they are one way, you don't know what's happening when you get off that phone or you're not talking to them. So, with that being said, I believe, now this is just my theory and thought. One, he lived a million miles away. Two, he was healing because he had just broke up with somebody. And I don't want to start listening to what happened to you and her. I'm not the counselor unless you get ready to pay me to be the counselor. But I think that he was subject to, I know this about to sound crazy, to witches. He had said that he lived in an apartment complex where there was a witch that lived there, right? She was friends with another chick that was a witch, right? On top of the ex that he broke up with was dabbled in the witchcraft. So when you're around that much spiritual manipulation, and if you're not strong enough, it could take you over. So with that being said, I keep him in my prayers, and I hope that one day he'll be okay. But like right now, I think he up under another witch. But that's fine, because I don't got to deal with it. But it's crazy because the first few weeks were like, where did you come from? You breath of fresh air. Um, but for me, I try to stay authentic, and I say authentic meaning I don't have anything to hide. I'm honest in my communication, and I'm goofy. I'm goofy and silly, and I ask a lot of questions. But with that being said, I could start to tell that our 30-day fairy tale was coming to an end. Um, and be amiss if I say it didn't hurt a little bit because I found myself getting attached because I hadn't come across anybody like that that was that dope. But anyway, I said that to say this. Always believe in love. Believe in it. It's possible. Believe in things that um, you think that either you're too old for or you're too removed for. Don't stop believing in it. Don't stop being positive. I take that 30-day love affair and um, I take a few lessons from it. I take the lesson of listening. Like I always listen when I talk, but literally listening. And I respect the guy because he said to me, he said, look, hey, sir, I think that you're an amazing person, but I'm not ready for what you're ready for. If that ain't more respectful than to come right out and say, hey, I ain't ready for what you're ready for, by all means, let me step aside. No problem. I'm a firm believer that there's 8 billion people on the planet. And if a person can be upfront and honest with you, you can only respect the honesty and keep it moving. Take it as a lesson, enjoy that moment, and keep it moving. Because one thing about it, um, it'll happen for me one day. And the person gonna have a strong brain and they gonna have to think for themselves. This person didn't think for themselves. They needed several family and friends to validate their thoughts and feelings and emotions. Where I am a solo thinker, I rightly divide things up and think for myself and what's best for me between me and God. So you don't want nobody like that. You don't want nobody like where they can't think for themselves. They can't make good decisions by themselves. They need someone else to proofread or validate them. Because that means that they haven't really found their identity and they're working off a different energy. So it's best that when you see it, you ask God about it because He will reveal it to you. You just have to be strong enough to be okay to walk away. And with that being said, I used to say when I was younger, um, I wouldn't, if I talking to a guy, I would give him maybe 90 days and maybe he wouldn't last in my world. And then I took those statements back because I realized that your words serve you. So with that being said, I'm still dating. I'm still positive, and he'll show up. He'll show up, and he'll show up right on time. In the meantime, in between time, you got life insurance. Let me get this audition in because I am a celebrity life insurance agent and I do like to act. And I just got my a few brownie points, if you will, because I was in I did my little stand-up comedy for 3 whole minutes. I'm gonna give y'all one of the jokes. So it was this guy and he lost his whole left side. And just like me, just like you, and just like him, he was all right. Anyway, listen, I hope y'all have an amazing day. And this is just one of many little stories that I'm going to tell you um, on where I've been and what I be thinking about and the people that I encounter on this journey. Like, remember Alice in Wonderland where she always came across a new character or a new person? I'll tell you about the characters that have showed up in my space. No names, of course, but nonetheless, characters. We're going to call this character, um, what's a good name? Okay, we're going to call him Who Was. Anyway, have a good one and have it on me. Peace.